She dancing dirty. She twerking on me. Them hundos on me. She love my foreign.
Boss made shawty on the pole, now she sliding my rap.
I'ma do it for the culture. Let's get it down.
Your neighbor is supposed to always watch your back, and maybe they are watching your back, along with your every other move.
Oh no.
Number 14. A YouTuber named Outside sets up a home security camera and catches his very own neighbor rifling through his cabinets and refrigerator. The man is in and out of the house in less than 2 minutes after taking a number of canned drinks and other items. As these still frames show, the neighbor gains entrance through a window and then starts walking around like they own the place.
He probably does by now. Shit. It would have never happened. This would have never happened if you had Adidas, the locks. You son of a bitch. You know, just because you're very comfortable with your neighbors and, you know, they seem nice, they seem, you know, whatever, don't mean you get to do some dumb shit like this. Alright? And the way he came in, and the way, you know, he's going through your stuff makes it seem like he did it on a number of times.
It's both sad and scary to think that this YouTuber's own neighbor was waiting for him to leave every day just to take advantage of him.
Wow.
Videos like these show that sometimes the people closest to you are the ones least worthy of your trust. Number 13. Dominic Mancuso has been involved in an ongoing feud over something he doesn't even understand. All he knows is that his neighbors are apparently obsessed with watching him and making him feel as uncomfortable as possible. It's all part of a 6-part series that spans over the course of months. Very little of their behavior makes any sense. When Dominic finally has had enough and confronts his neighbors, this is apparently all they have to say. The strange laughter coming from Dominic's neighbor is both creepy and slightly concerning at the same time.
Bruh! Yo! Come on! There's a bunch of motherfuckers all around your property. And it's been going on for months. Either two things. Either the people that's been snooping around your property is on some like weird shit, or you, the YouTuber, is hiding something. Excuse me. Because why would a bunch of motherfuckers be interested, you know, snooping, sneaking, smelling, you know, all up on your house, your property? Come on, that's a bitch size. It's a bitch size. That's a bitch size!
Neighbor ducks under the fence and keeps bothering him later in weird new ways. By the end of it, Dominic still has no idea what his neighbors want from him. And quite frankly, neither do I. Number 12. A YouTuber named Tobias Project checks his home security camera and is surprised to find his neighbor climbing his stairs to access the roof.
Oh, wow.
Notice how he stops at the top of the stairs to make sure no one is home. It's pretty obvious that he knows he doesn't belong. He looks inside the window for an extended period of time, and then calls no less than 3 friends, one of which is carrying a case of glass bottle beverages. I'm not sure exactly what they were doing here, but apparently they later told Tobias Project that they were working on a movie when he confronted them. I didn't see any camera equipment, so I doubt that is the real reason. Let me know if you think they were scoping out his place or just trying to party. Number 11, a YouTuber named Mondo Rene is walking his dog when he sees a neighbor who he doesn't particularly get along with. He is complaining about the entire neighborhood in general when the neighbor pulls in way too close.
Whoa, way too. That's close as hell. God damn, he almost ran this motherfucker over. Ankles done for. Jesus. Almost caught a case. That's ridiculous. And the neighborhoods that I've lived, I've lived in throughout my life, I've never had, from what I can remember, and I'm trying to go off the top, I've never had a problem with a neighbor or anybody in my neighborhood. Well, granted, that's because my mom is very careful about picking the neighborhoods and whatnot. But if there's, if for the people that's watching, right, do you all have like that one person or one family or somebody in your neighborhood that you just don't get along with, or it's that person and nobody in the neighborhood likes that person or that family? I would hate to be in a neighborhood or in a classroom or at a job or like on a cruise or whatever, and I'm surrounded by like a lot of people and nobody likes me. Oh my god, no, that is awkward as hell. Jesus. But yeah, I've never had a problem with any neighbors as far as I can remember. And nobody has ever had a problem with me. But things can happen. I probably jinxed myself. Yeah. Cause watch. Cause I plan on moving out. So watch. Just because I said I never had a problem with a neighbor, when I move out, there's probably gonna be that one person in the neighborhood that I don't like, or they don't like me for some reason.
They actually drove into the garage door where Mondo Rene was just standing and then does a 3-point turn. They were trying to make him scared for sure, but over what I just don't know. The point is they could have easily drove into Mondo and his dog if they didn't step out of the way. Number 10.
Ankles gone. What the fuck? Okay. No. I'm not coming out.
Every day, this YouTuber has a neighbor challenge him to come outside of his apartment to settle an imaginary score. Just to be completely clear,
So this bitch is crazy. You living with the crazy bitch. Every day this been going on. Oh, okay. Come on. Every day? Really? And you still there? You don't want to move out? What's the reason? Huh? Well, why don't you want to move out? I'm pretty sure there's other places, other areas you can live for, the same like living like this, like what you're paying right now for, what is it, an apartment. So I'm pretty sure what you're paying for rent, you can probably find somewhere else with the same rent or greater to or equal or less than or equal to what you're paying right now. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of apartments that you can live in and you don't have to stay here. Like, come on. You're living with a crazy bitch. Come on now. Get it together. Come on. Come on. Stop playing games before she or he, I can't really tell, before this person ends up inside. And what you gonna do then? Huh? Oh, you gonna take out your camera and record the bitch? Upload it? Put it on YouTube?
People have never interacted before. This still doesn't stop her from bothering him outside of his door almost every day.
What I'm saying.
At times it seems as if she imagines an answer from him. Like this part, for example. I think she hears something in her own mind, tells him to try it, and then hears another response that never happened. Perhaps weirdest of all is how the videos are dated throughout November and December, yet she always appears to be wearing the same outfit. Perhaps she is past the point of keeping basic hygiene habits and needs to be taken somewhere safe that can care for her.
What you mean hygiene habits? You telling me you can smell this bitch through the door? Jesus! Oh my God, that's disgusting. That's really nasty.
In the meantime, I hope she gets the help she needs.
Me too.
Number 9. A YouTuber named SuperFelix99 videotapes yet another day of strange behavior from his neighbors across the street.
He possessed like a mother clucker. Oh, no.
Apparently, this kind of yelling happens frequently. The comments on the video most likely agree that this is most likely the result of being on something, though others claim this is clearly a demonic possession. I would like to get your opinion on what this could be based on what you've just seen. Number 8. A YouTuber named Christine Cruel thinks that she is being singled out by a child in the neighborhood.
What?
Kind of really curious why he's got to stand right there where he can see right in my window at me, though.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep staring at me.
The child is definitely casting some worried glances in her direction, but as the video goes on, it becomes apparent that he may just be wondering why she is filming him. As the video goes on, it becomes hard to tell exactly who is watching who.
How about this? I'm just throwing it out there. And I'm pretty sure I saw them at the top of your window. How about you? Just saying. How about you pull down your blinds and close those bitches? Oh my God, I'm dead ass. So that way, if you close the blinds, you wouldn't have to worry about, him looking at you, you looking at him. Like, you don't gotta worry about it. And close all your blinds. You don't gotta worry about all that, Now, what you do have to worry about is, because that boy is looking at you through the window, every time, you have to worry about your safety now, because every time you leave the house, you gotta, yup. Every time you leave the house, that boy could be outside. Just saying.
Maybe he really is acting odd, or maybe she is just being overly paranoid.
Keep looking in. 2 minutes of it now.
2 minutes?
I will say that the child does not seem very scary. At the same time, if he is standing all by himself directly in front of her window like that,
He's
without
sus.
moving, then I definitely agree he is being a little weird.
He's sus.
I can't tell if he is just hanging out with friends or not, so we may never know the real situation for sure.
What?
Number 7.
What friends?
A YouTuber named Wanderlust Huff is mowing his yard when his neighbor walks out holding a camera and starts filming him through the fence.
What the hell?
After a while, Wanderlust Huff appears to reach over the fence and silently acknowledges his neighbor's strange behavior. The neighbor goes back into his house and the confrontation gets ugly from there.
I told you before, I don't want you taking pictures over my fence. It's irritating. I have a daughter. I don't know what your intentions are. I have a daughter. I have a wife. I don't want you taking pictures on the fence.
There doesn't seem to be any reason for his neighbor to be filming Wanderlust Huff as he mows his lawn.
Pedophile.
So I definitely agree that this is creepy. According to the description, he would also fly his drone into people's backyards until the entire neighborhood made him stop.
What the hell?
Neighbor's actions are certainly bizarre and seem to be without explanation. Number 6. A YouTuber named Deji has a creepy new neighbor who's been acting strange ever since they first moved in not too long ago. Despite having a very private gated entrance, the neighbor actually sneaks over his wall and says hello as if this behavior was normal.
Are you actually for real? I think this is some stuff.
A lot of people think I
She
look
says
like
something
Deji.
about
I
wanting to
don't.
see his dog, but Deji quickly interrupts to set his neighbor straight. I don't understand what she says at the end while reaching out to him, so let me know if you can make it out.
Cool. Go back the way you can.
Deji?
No. Go back the way you can.
Overall, it's hard to tell if she is socially awkward at times or mentally unstable.
She crazy.
Either way, Deji sends the neighbor climbing back over his wall. I think he handled the situation appropriately, but let me know what you think. Number 5. A YouTuber named Cfields33 is videotaping a bad storm in Gray, Tennessee when the winds start to really pick up speed. Whoa. Less than 30 seconds later, the winds are howling in his ears, and then something catastrophic appears before his very eyes.
Oh. Was that a tornado or something?
A tornado
Hurricane?
forms in his front yard and quickly goes between his house and his neighbors. The chances of the tornado going between the houses instead of straight through them are both extremely slim. According to the description, the tornado took out 3
What the hell?
trees and flipped an RV, so Cfields33 and his neighbor should both consider themselves very lucky.
Oh my
Obviously,
God.
The tornado was strong enough to carry the YouTuber away, so it's good that he got into his house just in time.
What the hell was that in the distance? It's like something blew the hell up. What the hell was that? What the hell was? Somebody let me know what that was in the distance. Cause that shit look crazy.
Number 4. It's a clear blue day when a YouTuber named the Hovermatic decides to fly his drone. He gets into
Oh
the
my
sky and
God!
turns around only to discover his neighbor's house is completely engulfed in flames.
That's scary as
Black
shit.
smoke fills the air as firefighters tear down the road
Jesus.
and combat the fire as best they can. Looking at this aerial view, all I can notice is the outdoor play set with slides and a swing, meaning this is a family with children. Number 3. A YouTuber named MMW Neighbor has a huge problem just 1 yard over.
Is that Beethoven from
An
Sandlot?
oversized neighborhood pit bull has repeatedly slammed itself against the fence to the point where the structure is cracked and weakened. Now the wood bends dramatically with each hit. What's amazing is that the dog is behaving this way completely unprovoked. All the YouTuber has to do is simply come outside for all of this to start happening.
So go back inside.
Not even antagonizing this dog.
Hopefully the vicious dog is never able to get through. If it does, then I doubt his camera is going to be able to save him. Number 2. A YouTuber named Concerned Citizen made this channel to expose his creepy neighbor, who he claims to have caught looking at his wife and other family members late at night. Here
Pedophile.
you can see the neighbor stare at the house and then briefly shine his high-powered flashlight
He's
through
sus.
the window before walking away.
Sus.
I can think of no other reason for him to be doing this other than to watch the activities of the people inside, which is both bizarre and scary. He repeats this behavior throughout a series of videos, each time capturing a brief glimpse of a family member before retrieving back to his home. According to the police, there is nothing in the law against doing this because he is merely observing the home from his own property. Hopefully he stays in his yard
I feel
and
like-
never gets the idea to take an even closer look one night. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration.
I feel like that should be a law. You know, I mean, you're invading their space, or like it should be a law to be sus, because he was definitely acting sus. Come on now, you gonna sit there and you gonna lay there and tell me he wasn't just acting sus? Come on. Yep. Yeah, about us. That was sus. That was as sus as my kneecaps.
This way you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Saturday.
Right.
Number 1. A YouTuber named Bria Studolo says that she installed a security camera.
What is that?
Specifically due to this problem neighbor.
What is that?
The man walks up to her home and, according to Brie, starts watching her through the window. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I do think it's strange that he stands on her front door for over half a minute without knocking. According to Brie, he makes eye contact with her through the window and then begins frantically knocking to cover up his actions. He says he needs to use her backyard to get to a breaker box that they share. The only thing is that there is an easier route to take to the breaker box that's not through her backyard in the dark. So this could just be a made-up excuse. She claims that he has taken pictures of her through the window before, and I do find it weird that he takes his phone out moments before he is discovered.
Sus.
Based on this video, let me know what you make of this situation, and how much danger you think Brie was actually in.
A whole lot.
Some toys require batteries to move on their own.
Yeah,
But
alright.
then there are special toys like the ones on this list, which are apparently ghost-powered.
Jesus. Anybody that has a neighbor, right? And I'm pretty sure 99% of the people that's watching this video has a neighbor, and that 1% is you're living somewhere and you're isolated from people, which you already sus. But anybody that you know that has neighbors, right? And your neighbors do something like, I don't know, take random photos of you, your family, or like your house or whatever, or videos, or just always on your property, or just always watching you. Or if a neighbor rings your doorbell 5 times in a row, they are sus! Just saying. You know, who rings the doorbell 5 times? That's an odd number, so which means you already sus. You know? Say, for example, I order Domino's, right? It's a pizza joint. And what do you call them? The delivery person or whatever. comes to my house, rings the doorbell 5 times, I'm not answering the door. I'm not, because that means you have bad intention. If you ever ring the doorbell, or if you hear somebody ring your doorbell 5 times, do not open that door. Lock everything, close everything. Excuse me, because that person that just rang the doorbell 5 times, they mean harm. They mean disrespect. They mean bad. They have bad intentions. They sus. You know? Again, who the hell rings the doorbell 5 times? Okay, now 6. Okay, I understand. You know? But if somebody rings the doorbell with an odd number of times, they got bad intentions. Do not open that door. You know? But I've been fortunate enough where the places that I have lived in and currently still live, my neighbors have been, you know, either minding their business or, you know, they good, wholesome people. You know, right? But even with that being said, I'm not going to put my full trust in my neighbors, you know. And best believe, every time I leave the house, I'm locking. I have everything locked. So they not just going in and out of the house as they please, as if they own the shit. Like, nah, that's not how we rocking. That's not how we roll. You know, so, shit, you miss me with that. See, because some of y'all be too friendly with your neighbors. You know, you don't really know them like that unless you personally know them. But the chances of you knowing your neighbor when you move into a new neighborhood is pretty slim. You know, so with that being said, just saying. And just like what's his name, Top 15s. I don't even know his real name. Was it Top 15s or was it Chills? Chills. Just like he said, you know, sometimes it can be like the closest people to you. So, yeah. Just don't, you know, just because you're comfortable with somebody, do not let up your guard. Please. And also know the neighbors, know the neighborhood before you move into it. You know, because come on. I mean, that's pretty like self-explanatory. But yeah, some people don't get it. I'm not one of those people. Just like, keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.